Australia's 2-0 win over Türkiye was one of those matches where the scoreboard tells the truth, but the possession numbers try to argue. Türkiye had 63% possession, 17 shots, 7 on target, and 8 corners. Australia had 37% possession, 7 shots, 4 on target, and 5 corners. Yet Australia won 2-0 because they controlled the most important parts of the match: defensive space, transition timing, goalkeeper performance, and the emotional moments after each Turkish wave. The first tactical point is Australia's defensive structure. They did not try to match Türkiye pass for pass. That would have suited Türkiye. Instead, Australia accepted long periods without the ball and focused on protecting the central areas. This matters because Türkiye's creative players want space between the lines. Arda Güler, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Orkun Kokesiu, and later Kenan Yıldız all need clean receiving angles to turn possession into danger. Australia made those angles uncomfortable. Türkiye's possession therefore became a mixed story. On one hand, they advanced the ball, won corners, and forced Australia to defend. On the other hand, their control did not become control of the scoreboard. They often reached the edge of danger without producing a finish that could beat Patrick Beach. This is the key analytical distinction: possession can give a team territory, but it does not automatically give a team quality. Australia allowed some volume, but reduced enough of the clarity. The 27th minute goal changed everything. Nestory Irankunda scored from Paul Okon Engstler's assist, giving Australia a 1-0 lead. From a tactical perspective, that was the perfect goal state for Tony Popovic's team. Australia could now defend even more patiently and attack transition spaces with greater confidence. Türkiye, already expected to play as the more technical side, now had to chase against a team that was comfortable without the ball. That made the game emotionally harder for Türkiye. Irankunda's role is important because he gave Australia speed and direct threat. Before the tournament, Reuters reported that Popovic was putting faith in young attackers like Irankunda and Mohamed Toure to help ignite Australia's World Cup campaign. Against Türkiye, that faith paid off. Irankunda did not need to dominate the whole match. He needed to deliver a decisive action. That is what transition players do. They turn a small window into a match-defining moment. After conceding, Türkiye pushed harder, but that also made the match more open. Their fullbacks and midfielders had to commit forward. Their attacking players had to take more risks. Australia did not always counter with huge numbers, but they had enough directness to make Türkiye think twice. This is why the match was not simply defense versus attack. It was risk management versus urgency. Türkiye needed goals. Australia needed the right moments to punish the chase. The second tactical point is Patrick Beach's performance. FIFA's match report highlighted the young goalkeeper's surprise Socceroos debut and his saves against Arda Güler and company. Your match data shows Australia making 8 saves. That number is enormous in the context of a clean sheet. It tells us that the defensive block was tested repeatedly. It also tells us that the goalkeeper became the final tactical layer. When Türkiye finally found shots, Beach kept the result intact. A goalkeeper's role in this type of match goes beyond shot stopping. Every save changes the opponent's psychology. When Güler shoots and is denied, Türkiye feel the match resisting them. When Çalhanoğlu shoots and is denied, Australia feel the plan working. When late headers and corners come to nothing, the team defending the lead grows stronger. Beach gave Australia's block credibility. Without that level of goalkeeping, the same tactical plan could have collapsed. The third point is Türkiye's final third problem. 17 shots sounds powerful, but the final score shows the quality was not enough. Türkiye had attempts from Güler, Çalhanoğlu, Kokesiu, Çelik, Aktergalu, Demiral, and others. The issue was not activity. The issue was conversion and shot quality under pressure. Australia forced many actions to happen with bodies nearby, angles narrowing, or the clock increasing pressure. That is why a high shot count can still produce no goals. The fourth point is Australia's second goal. In the 75th minute, Metcalfe made it 2-0. This was tactically decisive because it punished Türkiye at the exact point when the chasing team needed belief. By then, Türkiye had pushed, changed players, and created danger, but they were still behind. The second Australian goal did not only extend the lead, it changed the match from a one-goal survival plan into a closing exercise. Metcalfe's goal also showed the value of efficiency. Australia had fewer shots and less possession, but they turned their best moments into the result. That is not luck by itself. Efficient teams make decisions quickly when space appears. They choose the right pass, attack the right channel, and finish before the opponent can reset. Türkiye had more of the match in volume. Australia had more of the match in precision. The fifth point is substitution management. Türkiye introduced Kenan Yıldız at halftime, then Yunus Akgün, Salah Özcan, Mert Mulder, Deniz Gül, and others later. The changes reflected the need to alter the attacking picture. Australia also made changes, including Nishan Belapille for Irankunda and later Ted Yengi, Jason Garia, Aziz Bahich, and Jackson Irvine. For Australia, the substitutions were partly about energy and game management. For Türkiye, they were about rescue. That difference matters. Late in the match, Türkiye's pressure continued. They forced corners, had shots through Güler and Çalhanoğlu, and created a late header from Merih Demiral. But Australia's defensive concentration stayed high enough. This is one of the most valuable tournament skills, defending when the opponent knows the clock is dying. The team without the ball has to win clearances, block lanes, avoid silly fouls, and stay connected. Australia did enough of all four. Group D context makes the result even bigger. The United States had already beaten Paraguay 4-1. Australia's 2-0 win means the group immediately has two teams with strong starts and two teams under pressure. The next USA versus Australia match now becomes a serious tactical test. Australia will face a faster and more varied attack, while the USA will face a team that just proved it can absorb pressure and punish mistakes. For Türkiye, the correction is clear. They need more than possession in names. They need cleaner shot creation, better movement inside the box, and quicker reactions after losing the ball. Their return to the World Cup after 24 years came with expectation. But expectation does not defend transitions and does not finish chances. The talent is still there. The tournament is not over. But the margin for error is now much smaller. For Australia, the correction is different. They should not assume this exact formula will work every time. Allowing 17 shots and 7 on target is dangerous, even if the goalkeeper is brilliant. Against a more ruthless opponent, that can become a problem. But the positives are real compact defending, transition threat, young attacking bravery, a goalkeeper in form, and enough discipline to turn a lower possession match into a clean sheet win. If we reduce the match to one tactical sentence, it is this: Türkiye controlled the ball, but Australia controlled the consequences. Australia accepted pressure, protected key zones, trusted Patrick Beach, and converted the moments that mattered. Türkiye produced volume, but not enough precision. That is why the team with 37% possession left with 2 goals, 3 points, and a result that changes the whole shape of Group D. So the final score was Australia 2, Türkiye 0. Irankunda opened the match, Metcalfe closed it, Beach protected it, and Popovic's plan survived the pressure. For Türkiye, this was a painful return to the World Cup stage. For Australia, it was a statement that organization and transition can beat expectation. Tactically, it was not magic. It was a clear plan executed under stress.